welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer. Today I'm joined by Melissa Belzer, and we are in our official bowling t-shirts.
Yeah.
Or shirts. Bowling shirts.
Starting bowling team.
T-shirts. These aren't t-shirts. These are bowling shirts.
Yeah.
This shirt I am wearing, I actually had a couple of these, so I decided to pull it out and show everybody. This was what will be on the book cover for the next Dad's Rules. Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is what I'm wearing on there with some khaki shorts and long socks.
Right.
I look like a total dork. Anyway, I'm wearing this shirt on it.
Yeah. I was like, that's what I was going to ask if there's a back. Is there a back thing? Okay, there is.
There's a back thing. You can see it. Yeah, you can see the muscles through the bowl.
Yeah, I don't know what means so much, but that's fine.
All right. So the funny thing is that when I did the photo shoot for the book cover, we're going back
couple
2.5 years ago when I did it.
Yeah,
it's been in the can for quite a while.
It's fine.
I weighed a lot more then, so this thing's a little bit baggy. Yeah, I weighed a lot more than I do now, and so this thing looks like a blanket at this point.
Yeah.
But it looks good on the book.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little large on me.
That's okay.
And I couldn't decide what I was going to wear, so we got a couple different designs, and I ended up wearing a generic one that didn't say Kick-Ass Doll on the front of it.
Yeah.
Like that one does. It says Kick-Ass Doll on the front, and it says Dad's Rules on the back. So we decided just to pull them out of the can and show them off to people. And go, hey, here's a little glimpse of what will be on the cover of the next book.
Yep.
Melissa was not dressed this way.
I was not dressed this way.
I'm not going to say anything else. But she is not dressed this way. We did not torture her. I just had an extra shirt and said, hey, throw this on for the podcast.
Yeah, it's all good. It's fine. Has a different, then we can show the different logo thing in the front.
Yep. All right. So we are going to do a deck. And what we're going to do is the date deck.
Okay.
Let's see if I can figure this out.
Is this one we're not shuffling or shuffling? And how do you know which ones we already did?
We've done...
I don't know what your system was.
My system is completely messed up because I put some of the cards back in wrong.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
No.
I'm just going to pull a random one from the middle because I totally
if we find one we got, we'll just...
I totally messed this one up. Yeah, this one's called Play It Safe, and this is from the date deck by Best Self.
Okay. Yellow card.
There's a card rolling around.
Yellow card.
Maybe I didn't mess it up.
Maybe we'll have to look through them and see.
Maybe we're fine.
Couldn't have messed it up that bad. It's got to be either the top and back.
This is an easy one.
We'll see.
I think it's easy.
Okay.
What's something you feel grateful for today?
Something I feel grateful for today? Spending time here with you.
Okay. There you go.
I am.
Yep. It's going to be like a 4-minute episode.
No, spending time with you anytime is fun for me. So that's what I like. Why does it have to be long?
It doesn't have to be long. You should be looking at every day going, how can I find something to be grateful for?
Yeah.
Because if you look at my day today,
it
has been a complete roller coaster of emotions going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ups.
Yeah.
Yep. But before we started this, there was a down because I'm dealing with a obnoxious client.
Tough transaction.
Yeah, because, not all people are pleasant.
No.
It's like you can do your best to weed things out, but not everybody is kosher about it.
No, that's true. Some are even way less kosher.
So what am I grateful for today? That I get to do the podcast, and that when we're done with this later tonight, I'm going to be showing homes. That is something that I'm grateful for. I think that is something to be very grateful for.
Keeping the roller coaster rolling.
Yeah, I'm going to move the roller coaster back the other
direction.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's like I offered to help somebody out and give money out of my closing to help them. This is where the roller coaster went down. And the amount that I'm offering them, they're not grateful for.
Not good enough.
Yeah, they want more. And I'm holding my ground saying, nah, this is all I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
And they don't like that answer.
No, they didn't.
So they're at an ungrateful spot of this roller coaster at the moment. But then, now we're at a grateful spot. I think there's always something every day that you got to find, and it can just be that my dog loves me. Because some days it's just going to be that little.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Perfect. Well, let's pick another one.
Okay, let's do that.
Do gray. I'm not sure if we've done gray.
Maybe one. I don't know. We'll see.
These are all starting to blur together. After
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
I could think of something, I just don't know if I want to tell the story.
Why can't you tell the story?
Because it involved revenge.
Oh.
In a harmless way. I didn't do any permanent damage. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got injured. But I felt good about it. That was the only time that I can not proudly say.
Yeah, but in hindsight, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
No.
You know, I think I know what you're talking about.
You do.
Put butter underneath the door handles?
Not just that.
Yeah, but you did put butter underneath the door handles. The car handles.
Vaseline.
Vaseline underneath the car handles.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was psycho.
That's all I'll say. I don't want to.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, it's kind of horrible, but
it's horrible. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, but
at the time I was. I'm not proud of it now.
But you were a teenager, and when you're younger.
Well.
Yeah, you were still 19.
I was trying to protect my sister.
Yep.
And that is all I'll say.
Oh, people will go crazy for family.
Yeah, that was probably my most crazy moment for sure. It was not aligned with what I should have been doing.
I don't know what I've done that's the craziest thing I've ever done.
That's probably crazy awful. As far as crazy exciting, I'd have to give it more thought.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of stumped on this one, trying to think of crazy things I've done.
Some people would be like jumping out of a plane. Right?
Never jumped out of a plane.
No.
I've rappelled off a building.
That's pretty crazy.
That crazy.
I think that's pretty crazy. That's
yeah,
out of the ordinary. Not everybody does that.
Yeah, so when I was in the National Guard, we go up to Fort McCoy. And when I was there, I had to qualify on 3 different weapons. I had to qualify on the M16, the M60, and also a pistol. So most of my weekend would be spent just doing qualification. Yeah. That'd be it. The thing is it didn't leave me a lot of time to do any other kind of activity. I look over, see that they're repelling off a building over to the side, and I'm like, I have enough time to do this one thing.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
And so I went up the stairs. They strapped me in. I didn't even make sure that there was somebody down below securing it or anything. I just grabbed the rope, and then I jumped over the side and just started walking down the building. And it was freaking awesome.
How many stories was it?
I think it was like 3.
See, I would probably do that. It's only
like
3 stories.
3 or 4, something like that. I don't think it was too crazy. It's like 3 or 4 stories. But still, I mean, probably should have checked to make sure somebody was screaming on the bottom.
I probably should have just taken a breath for a minute.
But that's probably the craziest thing. I still want to jump out of an airplane. That'll be the craziest when that happens. But I want my son to come with me.
He will. I'm sure he will.
He
wants
says
to.
He will, but who
he
knows?
wants. No, he totally wants to. He will. I think he will.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he will.
So,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that's exactly crazy or not, but that's probably mine. That's enough PG rated that I could give that as an example.
I can remember a time I thought I was doing something crazy fun because it was something I always wanted to do. We got in such big trouble, but we didn't really make too big of a deal because I'm not really a rule breaker most of the time. And when I was a teenager, the thing was to go up the down escalator at the mall. So, of course, I couldn't do it in the middle of rush things. So my friends and I planned to do it like 10 minutes before close when like almost no people were there. And then we almost were successful. We got all the way up, and then the mall security guard was right there, and he right in our faces. And that was scary because I like to get in trouble. And he's like, "You can't come back here." And we get out to the car, and we're like, "What is he gonna do?" Like, I don't know. I didn't know how he was gonna force us never coming back again, but it was fun.
Yeah, like they're gonna remember.
I know.
You think the shop owners will actually be happy if they just keep kicking out all those
No,
kids?
but I didn't like break anything. I just wanted to go. I wanted to see how long it would take to go up the down escalator or down the up, whatever we did. Maybe it was down the up escalator.
Well, in Morton, Illinois, yeah, so I do have a couple other stories.
Okay,
so Morton, Illinois, where I grew up, they had tunnels, the Jefferson tunnels.
Oh, yes, the Jefferson tunnels were amazing.
Tunnels. They had one that went the one direction, the other that went the opposite direction.
Separate, directions.
Well, at night I would go through the opposite side one.
That's insane. I can't say that I didn't do that because I don't remember now if we did that.
Crazy or just stupid? But
Well,
that's a
it's probably
16-year-old that thinks they're indestructible.
Probably stupid. But you probably, did you do it at night where you could at least see the
Yeah,
headlights?
yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah. And then we also
I don't know.
we also
Still.
hit
I wouldn't do it now.
no, I got a better one.
Okay.
This one's good.
Okay.
Okay. So my brother told me about if you got to the Washington Blacktop out in the country in Morton, Illinois, and you were coming down the street that led to our street, so it was called Moore Road.
Okay.
If you're going down that street and you didn't stop at the stop sign, it would launch your car. You get a little bit of air. Get a little bit of air. Now, it sounds crazy because people are like, well, stop sign there. What about traffic coming their way? This is the middle of nowhere, and you could see for miles going both ways.
Okay.
So you could only do this when the crops were down.
For sure, because then you have no
planting
visibility.
season because you wouldn't see. That's why the sign was there,
Right.
because of crop season.
Sure.
When the crops are all down, you could see each way.
Right.
And he goes, hey, if you hit it going about 25, you're going to get some decent air. So the brilliant person I am goes, okay,
All right,
what
let's
if
do
I hit it
this.
at 50?
Oh, no.
What if I hit it 50?
Okay.
So here I am in mom's tempo.
Oh, gosh.
1986 tempo? I think it was 86.
I don't
And
know. Probably.
instead of hitting it 25, I hit it at 50, and I got so much air that the first house on the right, I was looking down at its roof.
Oh, my gosh.
And then landed, took one bounce, and that was it. Just one bounce. I was blown away because, like, when I was looking down at the house, I was like, maybe this was a bad idea.
Maybe.
But there's nothing I do with it at that point.
Yeah.
So anyway, landed, everything was fine, and never did it again.
Okay.
I must have been in the air. I mean, the Duke boys.
Probably felt like forever,
Oh, my
but it
gosh.
probably wasn't actually.
They would have been impressed.
Maybe.
I did show you where I landed one time when we were
Yeah,
there, and it was
I guess
about
it
it was a
was
couple
long.
hundred feet.
Think so?
Oh yeah, it was insane.
Okay.
Because that first house isn't for like about 100 feet in.
That's a
I had
long
some
time.
freaking air.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it launched it. And
That's
it didn't end up
crazy.
hurting the car or anything. That tempo was pretty indestructible. It was a great little car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ford
So that's
Tempo.
probably the craziest
Okay.
thing I've ever done. Would be that for sure.
Yeah. So it shows that you can make choices at some point, and then you wouldn't necessarily, as you grow and learn, you wouldn't do them again.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of stupid things you're going to do as a kid that will not make you a kick-ass adult if
Right.
you don't survive them.
Right.
The point is not to
Cautiously
do stupid
stupid.
stuff and then just be done.
Yeah.
You better survive it.
Yeah, that's why you do have to.
That was definitely a violation of rule number 2, which is don't be a dumbass.
That's for sure.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. This has been another phenomenal episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer and my guest Melissa Belzer. And if you'd like some swag, go to dadsruleswag.com. If you liked, hated, or were ambivalent about the show, well, I would still like you to like, share, comment, review, leave feedback. It all helps us. I mean, if you hate the show, shouldn't you be getting feedback?
I would think.
At least sharing it with your enemies and torturing them as well. Because I don't really care how the show grows. I just want it to grow. Mm-hmm. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.